I think the West Ham game can be a very tricky game. West Ham are in 14th place, so they are not totally free from relegation. They are still fighting relegation, while Arsenal are fighting for the title. Even though we are leading Man City with 6 points, we have played one more game ahead of Man City. They have a better goal difference, so we know they are on our heels. So we need to win that match. Yes, on paper, Arsenal are overwhelming favorite, right? But as it is football, anything can happen. Regarding our players, I think we can go to West Ham and win a match, but we know West Ham are fighting for their life. So they will put in everything to actually try to secure a point because their safety is at stake. While on the other side, Arsenal has to win that game so they can continue to maintain the lead over Manchester City, who are actually haunting Arsenal now. So it's going to be a very, very interesting game. Aside from the defense, I think you are comfortable up front and midfield. Touch wood, we don't have any injuries. We're not hearing of any injuries in the midfield, in the attack. Eddie Nketiah has come back into training. I don't expect him to start. Maybe he'll make the bench. It's just the defense. Hopefully, we can continue to manage our defense. Rob Holding can continue to have his decent performances. Against West Ham, I'm not too worried playing Rob Holding. He's when we play, like I said, the top 6, the top 8 teams. That is when I think Rob Holding's deficiencies are actually glaring and can be exploited. So I think we're going to win at West Ham, but we have to go there with all seriousness. This is not time to be complacent. I'm back. Sorry about yesterday. I couldn't publish a video yesterday. I had a little bit of technical issues, so I apologize for not dropping any video yesterday. If you're new to my channel, you like my content, do me a favor by subscribing. If you like the content, make sure you stick a like on the video. It's very, very important for the growth of the channel and the algorithm. And do not forget to make sure the notification bells are turned on. Before we proceed into the West Ham against Arsenal preview, I just saw the result of Manchester United against Sevilla in Europa League, and I'm laughing. No, on Sunday, rival fans were quick to call Arsenal bottle jobs. We bottled the 2-0 a 2-0 lead against Liverpool at Anfield. We were soft. Even though I don't agree with that narrative. So what did Manchester United do this evening? What did they do? At Old Trafford, they bottled. That's what you call bottling. That's bottling more than the beverage company. They bottled their lead against a struggling Sevilla, right? You could argue Liverpool are struggling, but when it comes to Anfield, we know Liverpool are a different animal, right? Sevilla were at Old Trafford, and they still bottled it, even though Man you are a healthy lead for the most part of the match. They still bottled it. See, all the chest of Man you are going to win the Europa League, Man you are going to qualify for the Champions League. Hold your horses. There's still a possibility. I've been saying it. There's a possibility that Manchester United might not make top 4. There's still a strange possibility. Manchester United will not win the Europa League. See, I get it. You guys don't want Arsenal to win the league. The rival fans don't want Arsenal to win the league. I understand. If Arsenal don't win the league, I would take all the trolling throughout the summer. Is this what it comes to the territory? I am not retreating from it. I'm not backpedaling from it. I'm not going to hide. It comes to the territory. As for Manchester United fans, you must win the Europa League. You must qualify for top 4, just like we must win the league. And if you don't, if Manchester United don't qualify for the Champions League by making top 4 or winning Europa League, even the FA Cup, I don't think you can even go past Brighton. So let's keep that on the back burner. I'll come to that in another video. So let's focus on West Ham against Arsenal this weekend. Wow. Now, I'm recording this video on Thursday evening, American time, and yet there's no news on Saliba in training. So it's looking like Coutinho, the Arsenal go-to defender, will be actually playing in that match. See, I remember on Sunday I went on Tom stream and I gave my opinion about Rob Holding. Some people were aggressively criticizing me that Rob Holding did not cause anything. Like, watch that game properly. I still hold my stand. I'm not saying Rob Holding is a terrible player. I just think he's not good enough. He affects the way we play. And I'm sticking to that. And some of you keep on lying to yourself. See, Arsenal fans are very disingenuous. You are so comfortable with Rob Holding that yet most of you are scouting for the news of Saliba. Like, can you just make up your mind and stop capping? If you think Rob Holding is doing a decent job, you will not be scarping all the place looking for an update on Saliba. So stop it. Stop the capping. Stop it. I don't have any agenda against Holdinho, aka Rob Holding. I just think when we play with Rob Holding, we're not comfortable to play the way we play full throttle because he doesn't have recovery pace. He is not good at one-on-one. I'm not going to keep on repeating myself. I've said it in my other content. It is what it is. I'm repeating the thing and I'm reiterating it. I do not hate Rob Holding. I do not have any personal agenda against him. I just think he doesn't make us play well. So focusing on West Ham, even though they are playing the Conference League this evening, I don't know the results. I'll go check the results later. I'm going to check the results. I just think we need to be very careful. I think the West Ham game can be a very tricky game. West Ham are in 14th place, so they are not totally free from relegation. They are still fighting relegation, while Arsenal is fighting for the title. Even though we are leading Man City with 6 points, we have played one more game ahead of Man City. They have a better goal difference, so we know they are on our heels. So we need to win that match. Yes, on paper, Arsenal overwhelming favorite, right? But it is football. Anything can happen. Regarding our players, I think we can go to West Ham and win a match, but we know West Ham are fighting for their life. So they will put in everything to actually try to secure a point because their safety is at stake. While on the other side, Arsenal has to win that game so they can continue to maintain the lead over Manchester City, who are actually haunting Arsenal now. So it's going to be a very, very interesting game. Aside from the defense, I think you are comfortable up front and midfield. Touch wood, we don't have any injuries. We're not hearing of any injuries in the midfield, in the attack. Eddie Nketiah has come back into training. I don't expect him to start. Maybe he'll make the bench. It's just the defense. Hopefully, we can continue to manage our defense. Rob Holding can continue to have his decent performances. Against West Ham, I'm not too worried playing Rob Holding. It's when we play, like I said, the top 6, the top 8 teams. That is when I think Rob Holding's deficiencies are actually glaring and can be exploited. So I think we're going to win at West Ham, but we have to go there with all seriousness. This is not time to be complacent. Let's not forget, 2 years ago, we were down 3-0 at West Ham, even though we nicked a draw at the end of the game. So we can't go there and be complacent. West Ham fighting for their life. We are fighting for the league. We know Manchester City are found a bit of form. And let's talk about our player, Saka. See, I love Saka. I know he's an Haaland product. We love his star boy. But can we be real? Saka's performances in the last few games have not been special. They've not reached the standard he set by himself. So we need to call it out. He's just fading in and fading out of game like a bad fat. He cannot continue to have that kind of performances. Hence, he can be dropped. I don't know why we can't play Trossard there. I think Trossard for now, he might not have his pace, but he has the guile, he has the intelligence, he has the passing, in my opinion, to actually debutize for Saka if Saka is struggling with his form. I know sometimes managers are wanting to play players back into form, but if you have a capable alternative for the bench, use him. I think Trossard, I've been saying he's ambidextrous. He can play with both feet, equally good. He can shoot and cross with both feet. He might not have the pace of Saka, but for me, he's more trickery. He has the guile, he has the movement, he has the intelligence. So sometimes you don't need pace if you have those kind of qualities of intelligence, trickery, and guile. That actually can always compensate for your lack of pace. So I think if Saka is struggling, let us play him because let's be real, even though he's our star boy, he has not been playing well for the last few games. When last he did, I've seen Saka perform and give us those high standards he has set for him. So it's been a while. Let's be real. It's been a while. We love him, but we can criticize him objectively and constructively. This is not a malicious criticism of Saka. I'm just calling it the way he is. Because if that was Martinelli, you guys would jump on their back so quick. If that was Odegaard, you jump on their back so quick. But when it comes to Saka, everybody's actually keeping quiet, even though we can see that he's not performing at those heights. Let's not forget last season, he has similar performances that at this tail of end of the season that cost us top four, even though this time there's a bit of experience. We have more players aside from the defensive players and the midfield that we are a bit short. We are doing well in attacking. Jesus is back. Nketiah is back. We have Trossard. We have Martinelli. Reece Nelson can come in for some game time. So we are not lacking, but we want our top players to perform at a high level. So in the midfield, we expect Partey and Odegaard to be fit with Partey, Odegaard, and who's the last person? Xhaka. Xhaka is a mainstay. He's never injured. That's why I love him. Availability for me is the best quality of any player, regardless of your skill level, how world class you are. If you're not available, you are non-existent. So the defense, I expect Ben White, Coutinho, Gabriel Magalhaes, who is becoming a mainstay, Ramsdale, and Zinchenko. Some of you have an argument that should we drop Zinchenko and bring in Kieran Tierney? I know he was at fault for the equalizing goal of Liverpool. Come on, these things happen. There is no player who cannot be beaten. So let's not over-criticize him, even though we know defensively he's not the best, but it's not as bad as most of you are beginning to highlight and project on Zinchenko. Zinchenko is not a terrible defender. He's not. So I can argue that him and Kieran Tierney are actually of similar level, just that his technical ability is superior to Kieran Tierney. So I expect him to start similar players we started against Liverpool. If you're able to predict this game at the London Stadium where we're playing against West Ham, I will go for a healthy 3-1 score. I would be even though our away form is better defensively than our home form, I will not surprise if we keep a clean sheet, but I'll go for a 3-1. I think Arsenal score a few goals. Jesus should be close to playing 80 minutes because for the last, if you look at the way Arteta has been playing, he has been playing 60, 70, maybe this time 80 minutes. Hopefully Saka can rediscover his form, or you can play Trossard from the start and Martinelli will take his place. Martinelli needs to actually be more intelligent with his passing. Sometimes he holds onto the ball too much. Sometimes he doesn't give the pass at the time. That will come with more playing time and maturity, but I expect Martinelli to do better. He's looking like he's a top-class player. He's not a world-class player yet, but he can do more in terms of making decisions at key moments in games. If Martinelli actually made the right decisions, a right decision against Liverpool, even though we struggled in the second half, we would have won that game 3-2, but it is what it is. It's past. So, guys, let me know in the comment section your predictions, your predicted 11 for that match. Let me know in the comment section. Like I said, if you like my content, you are still thinking whether to subscribe or not, make sure you will make your decision as quick as possible and subscribe if you like the content. Do not forget to stick a like. That's very, very important. Even though you are still dilly about subscribing, make sure you stick a like on the video for the growth of the channel and the algorithm. And do not forget to make sure notification bells are turned on. And I'll see you guys on the next one.